Do we have any person here that has or is just attending this meeting for the first time? Please do well to introduce yourself.
Hi guys.
Larry, you wanted to say something?
Yeah, I was just saying hi. My name is Larry, and I'm from Kenya. I'm a JavaScript developer currently working for a startup.
Welcome, Larry. It's nice to meet you. Welcome to the meeting.
Thank you.
Okay. All right. While we're writing our names in the attendant, yeah. This is Layer 5 Newcomers call, and it happens every Thursday by this time, and yeah. So you'll be asking what we do at the Newcomers call. In this call, we answer questions, take suggestions, review issues that you're having with pull requests, and also do tutorials on the different projects if you're having difficulties in it. And if you're wondering if this call is strictly for newcomers, no, it is not. And whether you're new into open source or not, whether you're an expert or not, you're really welcome here, and we take a lot of suggestions too. Yeah, before I forget, if you check the meeting minutes, you will see a newcomers member form there. Hold on, let me share my screen. Yeah, if you can see my screen, yeah. If you're new to the community and you've not filled in this form, do well to fill in the newcomers call, newcomers form right here, and we'll get started with you. So yeah, I said the newcomers call is not strictly for newcomers, so everyone is welcome here. And a mesh mate. In this community, we assign mesh mates to people to like put them through and help onboard them. So if you're wondering what a mesh mate is, a mesh mates are like delegated members of the community who have put out their time and effort to make sure they help members of the community that are having difficulties getting started with the project to get involved. And you can call them mentors, but yeah, we call them here meshmates, and they're like your street guide. Yeah, so if you fill in this newcomers call and you request a meshmate, then you'll be getting a meshmate who will be your spirit guide. Yeah, and an overview of the Layer 5 website project. We have the, and just to remember, the sites are running on Jekyll. So we have the Layer 5 project here. You could check it, and we have the Meshery, the documentation on Meshery if you want to like read through. We have the SMP website if you want to like glance through, and the Get Nighthawk, then the Layer5.io website, and its Figma projects alongside. So, like I said, you can still get yourself a meshmate by filling this form and then requesting for a meshmate. And if you want to get hands-on tutorials, which we have already recorded some of that on not all the project though, but then there are some already listed out tutorials if you want to go over them and getting started and setting up any of the projects in your on your system. So what do we do in the newcomer school? Like I said, we onboard, we listen to your questions, we try to like put ourselves in your shoes and then also share ideas. What are the projects you can get involved in? Let's check that out. I hope you can still see my screen.
Yeah, we can still see your screen.
Okay. Yeah, so on the project overview, like I mentioned earlier, the lists of Layer 5 projects, and most of them are run on JQ, so it's not so much of a big deal to get started. It even if you're just very new into tech as a whole. So we have the Layer 5 project, we have the Mesh3.io website, and then documentation, the SMP, Mesh3 UI, the Mesh3 sync, and Layer5.ng website. I think that's we're migrating to the new one, and the Get Nighthawk, and then so many other discussions that come up on Layer 5. Here are the list of the back-end projects, and then over here you will see the list of the front end project over here, and here are the list of the back end project. If you're on front end or the back end and you want to get started with. Yeah, back to this. This call takes place every Thursday, same time, every Thursday, and then we're always here to answer your questions and your answers. So we take open source questionnaires and then help you identify how we can support you. So if you have questions or you have a particular skill or area that you're good at and you feel, yes, you can dedicate so much energy in that skill, in this project and in this community, yeah, please do well to fill the questionnaires down here. Just write your name in a bracket and we'd know what you're up to. And you can still fill in the membership form and we'll still figure that out. And that's just about it. So if you come to the top of the minutes here, you will see our calendar to get up to date with our weekly meetings. And you see our Slack channels. If you haven't joined the Slack channel, then yeah, get involved here. Then our GitHub repositories and our YouTube channel. I told you earlier, we record each of the calls. So you can always go back if you like missed one call, and we also record every tutorials and onboarding that goes on here. So you can always go to our YouTube channel and see all of that here. And then here we have our drive for every documentation for the community. And your working materials to be needing, we have the first timers welcome guide. If you're new to the community, you would need this to get started. And then the repository overviews that I pointed earlier, we have the welcomers guide to get you around. This is like your mini handbook. It has everything you need, all documented. And if you want to contribute to the code base and you don't know how to, they're like very good, friendly beginner issues that if you want to go for the friendly issues, there are very good issues listed out in the repositories, and also the ones that are labeled help wanted that are calling out to you to come and contribute to. Down here we have our social media links. the Twitter, the Mesh.io, and SMP. And at this end, we have our LinkedIn website. And I think I've been doing a lot of talking. Okay, so that is what we do on our newcomers call. We have to remind you every day what we do here. So yeah, so I'll take any questions now if there's any, and if you have an issue that you've been battling with, we could also handle that here. So yeah, I'm listening. Can anyone hear me? I just to make sure that I was
We
audible.
can hear you.
Okay, so
Yeah, Nita, I didn't get the last thing you said. Did you ask a question? Hello?
yes, I said if there are any questions, then I'm willing to hear. And if you have an issue that you've been battling with for the week, through the week, and you don't know how to deal with that, we can also handle it here as a team and a community.
Okay. Well,
Yes.
thankfully, most of my issues, I have measurements that I discuss them with. But I can see in the meeting that there's a question: who wants to work on React JS? Is there a React JS project currently? Because I haven't seen.
Well, there are actually, and there are React and Gatsby projects, which I feel like those two
Yeah, I'm
libraries
currently
are
working on a
brother.
Gatsby JS project.
Yes. Check
Oh,
the front end repositories, then
okay,
you'll see that React project. Hold on.
okay. Thank you.
Yeah, on the front end here, you would see that the measure I runs on React.
So where can I find the front end repository?
Just click on this particular link. If you're on the meeting minutes right now, check the project overview and just
Oh,
go through
okay, okay,
the,
okay.
yes, because they lead directly to the GitHub page. So
Okay.
most of them, but you definitely see a link there. If you don't see it, please drop a message in the Slack and we still direct the links to you.
All right.
Yes. And if you've not filled the newcomers call, this newcomers form will help us know which project would like give more attention to you in when you
Okay.
come to the,
Yeah, I've
yes,
actually
the
filled it.
website.
I have.
All right.
But I've seen the front end. I'm currently working on Layer5.io, but I can say that if I want to work on other things, like the Mesh UI uses React.js. So yeah, thanks.
Yes, you can actually work on any of the repositories.
Thank you.
You're welcome. Somebody have something to say?
Hi, this
Okay.
is Tim Lin. I noticed that I was trying to play with the hand-on tutorials. Some of them don't work properly. How do I help out on fixing them or report them?
Okay, if they don't work properly, then which one exactly? So you could come to the Slack channel and drop that in the comment.
Okay, I cannot remember what it was because I played with it last week. I'll figure it out and I'll drop it on in the Slack channel.
Okay, just drop it as a comment in the Slack channel, and yes, somebody definitely listen to that because we welcome new recordings too. Does someone have something to say? Okay. It's just to feel and try to understand that I want to ask a question. Okay, I think it's a general question, but am I the only one that always has makes the mistake whenever it comes to like signing off an issue?
Signing up on Meshri.
Yeah, like signing off an issue once you want to make a pull
Oh,
request. Am I the
yes,
only one who always
yes.
has
I
misses
think
out
that,
that part?
yeah, you're not the only one. I don't think I've been able to properly sign off. So I usually just go with when I make a push, I just go, there's always that suggestion on what to do to force push and force commit. So that's what I've been doing so far. And I feel like I should not probably, definitely learn that.
I think the best way to actually deal with that is getting more familiar with the command line. I think the VS Code features by the side have spoiled me.
Yeah, the VS Code has
I
its
always
issues.
use that instead of the command line, and that makes me miss out the sign off
Oh, okay. Okay.
all the time.
Yeah, I should probably even ask my meshmates. Though there are instructions on how to do it, but I
Yes,
still don't. I mean, there are instructions. I've seen them, but
you should just get friendly with your command line.
yes.
Yeah, I think for me, because I'm more of a command line person, so I really have that issue. And then
Oh,
it's just more like probably retentive memory. So I'm always like very
Nice.
conscious. I'm very conscious when I try to make a commit because it's
oh
just more
wow.
like, oh, okay, I don't want to make a mistake. So I go back to like confirm, like, am I sure this is it? And then when I like make my pull request and I push, I'm like, oh, okay, this goes well. Oh, thank God. Right.
I know that excitement once you made a pull request.
Yeah, I think that's it for me. So I really like, I've not really encountered that issue.
Oh wow. I'm really, really happy for you.
Okay, I have another question though.
Yes.
Have anyone been able to like set up Meshry
Well, I
on
have not
like
done that.
locally? Yeah, because I just changed my system. So I'm like using a new OS, and like trying
Okay.
to install Meshry is just, I don't know, trying to set it up for me is just, I think I'll just like drop a question on the Slack channel. But it's
Yes,
just
you
like,
should do
yeah, I've
that.
been asking, like I asked my the mentors, and it was just more like, "Oh, well, we've not installed Meshry," and like a lot of people I asked were just like, we've not installed Meshry. So I'm like, okay, how do I
Yeah,
do it? How do I do it?
that's actually true, but surprisingly, I've not done mine. Um, please drop the question in the Slack, and we'll be fortunate to actually do it together.
Oh, okay.
While we're waiting, if we still have newcomers on the call, do well to introduce yourself because we want to get to know you. If this is your first time on this call, please do well to introduce yourself. And don't forget to write your name in the attendance here. All right, Blossom, no problem. Someone have anything to say to us? Food of thought?
Hey, this is Timothy Lin. Just want to introduce myself. Sorry, it took me a while to figure out how to unmute myself.
Yeah, I noticed.
So I'm new to the community. I work at Deloitte Consulting. I work with a lot of companies right now that are adopting Kubernetes for the first time, or maybe they are starting to become more seasoned users. So they are exploring service mesh and multi-cluster mesh configuration. And that's why I discovered the Layer5 community and just thought that this is a upcoming technical area that's really fast evolving. I really want to learn more and help contribute the different use cases that encountered in the large companies, right, to help this community grow.
Okay, well, we're really happy you're here with us. Thank you so much, team. And yes, Layer5 uses the Kubernetes, and you can check the project overview for the backend project. That's where you would see repositories on Kubernetes. And yes, I'm sure that's there. But always do well to join the community meeting tomorrow, just to introduce yourself again and get familiar with everyone in the team and the community.
I will do that. Thank you.
If you haven't joined the Slack channel, here's the link up here.
Got it.
You're welcome. Okay, if there are no questions and someone still has something to say, we're really open right now. And if there is none, we should round up the meeting. Does anyone have any questions? All right, then. That's a long silence. Okay, well, there are no questions. That's what we do in the only reason why this call does not have tutorials, and we're not actually having a tutorial today or a hands-on tutorial today, is because we've not had anyone volunteer to like take on new ones yet. And yes, and we actually accept volunteers that want to mentor us too. So if you think you're very good at any of the projects and you want to break it down for people like us, do well to comment in the Slack channel, and we'll really appreciate. Yeah, so that's the only reason why we do not have a hands-on tutorial guide today, but yeah. And any other questions? No. Okay, we have a meeting, community meeting tomorrow by 4. Well, if you can check the calendar just for the time differences, can check the calendar to be up to date with that, and don't forget to join the meeting. Hope to see you all tomorrow. Thank you for joining today's meeting. Thank you for making our time to be here. It's nice to have you here, Blossom, Larry, Elizabeth, Jibril, and Tim. Thank you all for making it to the meeting today. Hope to see you next week and in tomorrow's meeting.
All right. Have a great
You.
day.
All right. Take care. Bye.
Bye.